Jerome Powell and his board at the Fed, the FOMC, have their interest rate cutting scissors at the ready when they meet next week. Now, from Wall Street to the White House, there's keen interest and some confusion over what they'll do. These are the options. They could leave rates alone, don't cut, highly unlikely. Not only would that defy Donald Trump, who tweeted today, don't miss it again, but more importantly, all the comments that the Fed has made, all the various members, including the chairman, suggesting that there will be a cut. No cut would scare the markets. So a quarter-point cut is the likeliest scenario. There's a, go on, cutaway, 78% chance of that happening. Many indicators remain strong. Trade conditions, though, have worried the Fed they're getting worse. A half-point cut, only 22% say there'll be a half-point cut in interest rates. Donald Trump's Fed nominee, Judy Shelton, she wants it, but nobody else does. Jeffrey Sachs, an economics professor and directs the Center for Sustainable Development at Columbia. Jeffrey, always good to see you. So, I assume you, whether rightly or wrongly, you'll go along with the idea the Fed will probably cut a quarter point when it meets. In your opinion, should they?
Well, yes, they are going to do that. That's what they've been saying. I probably would not have done it. I think we have reached the end of pushing money and monetary stimulus as the way to properly manage. So I probably would have held still, but they are cutting. Donald Trump has bullied and bludgeoned as usual, and he's going to get a rate cut. I don't think it's going to do much good, and it probably puts a little bit more risk of an eventual financial reversal. That's really the problem.
Right, but on this question of the strength of the U.S. economy, and it is pretty strong at the moment. Unemployment's low, inflation is low. Arguably, you can justify a cut on inflationary grounds getting back towards 2%. But, you know, what worries you most about the economy at the moment?
Well, the self-inflicted wounds of these tech and trade battles that Trump has launched with China. It's absolutely ridiculous, and not just with China, with everybody. So the economy is at greater risk because the White House is absolutely unpredictable, and because Trump has taken steps to break up the international trading system, to create new Cold War divisions with China, which are dangerous. They are adverse to our economic interests, and they are adding a great deal of uncertainty. And then, of course, the Fed tries to compensate that. But you learn in basic economics you can't really compensate real shocks with monetary stimulus the way that they want. We should stop the real shocks to the real economy.